morning services going out on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I have Joan Corin with me today as well, and her husband Ron Barrows here. She's going to read the Torah and Haftarah today in place of Susan Simon. We're giving Susan a break, and as many of you know, Joan is one of our regular Torah readers, assigns the Torah readings, and so she has assigned herself today. And as we begin to experiment with trying to figure out how we can include more people in our service and invite them into our sanctuary, but slowly but surely, figuring out different ways to do it, different camera angles, where we can stand, masks and no masks, so all those things as we are slowly preparing for how we will, I don't even want to say open up, because that's not exactly what will happen. It's not going to be all of a sudden open and we're going to have lots of people inside the sanctuary. But nevertheless, we're just trying to figure things out as we all are, learning as we go. All right, so I'm going to begin by being thankful that I woke up and lived to see another day with Modeh Ani. It is on page 67 in Shirat Avraham. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shechazarta binishmati bechemla rabba emunatecha. All right, we now, if you want to rise, you can. You certainly don't have to. On page 73 for our morning blessings. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sachvi bina l'vin ben yom u'ben layla. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorin. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, pokech ivrim. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish rumim. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, rokar aretz ha'mayim. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa li kol tzarki. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'mechin tzari gaber. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'zeh Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'ter Yisrael b'tifara. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'noten le'ayef koach. We continue silently, page 75. Udin hayom b'chol yom, l'cherech esorach mibenech v'oineh kol ro'enu, v'tikmol chasadim tovim, Baruch atah Adonai, gomel chasadim tovim, le'amo Yisrael, yiratzon l'rechem la'elai, v'elahei avotai. Asher metav chelkeinu, marayim goraleinu, ma'afay rashatenu, asher sharachim mashkimim barivim, erav avocher, v'orim pamayim b'chol yom, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Kadesh Yishmael Mekdesh Shemecha, v'kadesh Yishmael Amecha, v'shchat chatarim ta'vir karninu, Baruch atah Adonai, v'kadesh Shimcha barabim. Later in the Torah portion, we'll be reading all about the menorah that was eventually built for the Beit HaMikdash, the great temple in Jerusalem. According to Eitz Chaim, quoting several different sources, why does the Torah lay such emphasis on the menorah among all the furnishings of the tent of meeting? According to Numbers Rabbah 15:5, as I shined a light on Israel, making them conspicuous among the nations, let them shine a light on me. Emet ve'emunah, the conservative movement's platform. For the modern traditional Jew, the doctrine of the election and covenant of Israel offers a purpose for Jewish existence which transcends narrow self-interest. It obligates us to build a just and compassionate society throughout the world, and especially in the land of Israel, where we may teach by both personal and collective example what it means to be a covenant people, a light unto the nations. Page 84. ירוצום לפניך אלוהינו ולהב אותנו, שתנחתנו בתורתך, ונאמין שלום לג'ף שרון הכהן, אוהב שלום ושלום אוהב את הבריות, ומקרבן לתורה. To page 87, Psalm 92, the song for Shabbat. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, לזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. צדיקה תמר יפרח, כרז בלבנון ישגה, שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה. דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד, כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עוולתה בו. Page 95. מזמור שיר חנוכת הבית לדוד. למען ישמח כבוד לידום, אדוני אלוהי לעולם עודך. Baruch She'amar, blessed is the one who spoke. Baruch She'amar, v'haya ha'olam, Baruch hu. Baruch Oseh v'reshit, Baruch Omer v'yoseh, Baruch Ozer Mekayem, Baruch Merachem al habriot, Baruch Meshalem Sachar Tov l'Reah, Bracha la'ad v'kayom l'netzach, Baruch Pori Matzil, Baruch Shemo, Baruch Etan Le'em v'cholom. Yachik el amim, Melech b'shmak v'edo Baruch Adonai, Melech l'v'al b'tishpacho. Page 134. Hallelujah, 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 el bekocho. Hallelujah, hallelujah, berkia uzo. Hallelujah, hallelujah, bigvurotav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, kerov guro. Hallelujah, hallelujah, beteka shofar. Hallelujah, hallelujah, benevel vechinor. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betov umachol. Hallelujah, hallelujah, beminim ve'ugav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betziltzalei shama. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betziltzalei teruah. Kol hanshama tehallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, kol hanshama tehallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. 143. נשמת כל חי תברך את שמך עלינו. ידמה לך ומי ישווה לך ומי יערוך לך. האל הגדול יגבור ונורא עליון קודש שמיים בארץ. נהללך ונשבחך נפארך ונברך את שם קודשך. כאמור לדוד ברכי נפשי את אדוני בכל קרבי את שם קודשו. האל בתעצמות עוזך הגדול בכבוד שמך. הגיבור לנצח ונורותיך. המלך היושב על כיסא Ram Venisam. I'm going to be on page 149 now for Shachari. Just in case I forget to announce this later and I happen to be thinking about it now. Big mazel tov to Oscar Mendelson, Joel Mendelson, Irene Shoiket on Oscar's becoming bar mitzvah. later today, was originally supposed to be in this sanctuary this morning, but they're going to be doing a private service via Zoom, and I look forward to joining them for that. And also just want to remember that it is Pride Shabbat today, and it's the weekend of the parade normally, and just to acknowledge that we continue to take pride in our LGBTQ community, and that we are a part of that community, and they are a part of our community. All right, page 149, Shochenad. Shochenad marom v'kadosh shemo v'chaturan tzadikim Adonai l'sharim labat tehila v'fi yesharim titpalal uv'divrei tzadikim titbarach uv'ishon chasidim titromam uv'kerev kedoshim titkadash uv'makalot rivavot amcha beit Yisrael. Read Parashim Chamakinu Bechol Dor Vador Shekin Chovar Koitrin Lefnecha Nailaheinu Levotenu Laodot Lehalel Leshabech Lefael Leromem Lader Levarech Lale Okoles Okol Divrei Shirot V'Tishbachot David Ben Yishai Avdecha Meshichecha Yishtabach Shimcha Lead Malkeinu Hayal HaMelech HaGadol V'Kadosh V'Shemayim V'Aretz Ki L'Chana Adonai Eloheinu V'Levotenu Shirish B'Chal V'Zimra Ozumem Shel HaNetzach Gedula U'Vratila V'Tiferet Kedusha U'Malchut Brachot L'Hodaot Me'ata Ve'Arolam Baruch Atah Adonai HaMelech HaGadol V'Tishbachot Ela Hodaot Adonai Niflot Abelcher B'Shirei Zimra Melech Elchei HaOlamim. Skipping over the Chatzi Kaddish and the Baruch Hu, without the presence of a physical minion, we turn to page 153. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Chalam Yotzer Avrei Choshech Osei Shalom Uvarei Et HaKol HaKol Yoducha VeHaKol Yishabchucha VeHaKol Yomru Ein Kadosh Kadonai. Ein ge'erkecha ve'ein zulatecha, efes filtecha umidomelach. Ein ge'erkecha ve'ein zulatecha, efes filtecha umidomelach. Ein ge'erkecha Adonai Eloheinu be'olam hazeh, ve'ein zulatecha malkelchei ha'olam haba, efes filtecha golem limot HaMashiach. Ve'en domeh lecha Moshiach letchiat hametim. El Adon al kol ha'masim baruch umvorach befi kol neshama godo ve'tuvo malei olam ta'at udvuna sovevim oto hamika'eh al chayot ha'kodesh v'nedar bechavod על המרכבה זכות ומישור לפני חיסו חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו טובים מאורות שברא אלוהינו יצרם בדעת ובינה ופסקל כוח גבורה נתן בהם להיות מושלים בקרב תבל מלאים זיו ומפיקים נוגה נעזיבם בכל העולם שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם עושים בהם הרצון קונם באר וכבוד נותנים לשמות צולה ורינה לזכר מלכותו קרא לשמש ויזרח אור רעה והתקין צורה הלבנה שבח נותנים לו כל צבא מרום תפארת וגדולה צרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש האלה ששבת מכל המעשים. תברך ראשינו צרך מעשה ידיך ואומר אור שעשית יפרוך הסלע תברך צורנו מלכנו וגואלנו בורא קדושים ישתבח שמך ליד מלכנו. וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושת תורה בשירה ובזמרה מברכים ומשבחים ומפארים ומעריצים ומקישים ומהלכים את שם האל המלך הגדול הגיבור והנורא קדושו. וכולם מקבלים עליהם ומלכות שמיים זה מזה, ורשות זה לזה, לקדושת תורה ברכת רוח, בשפה ברורה ובנימה, כי ראשם כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלך הארץ כבודו. בפנים אחורי קדוש פרש קדום מנסים למצרפים, למטה משבחים ואומרים, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. לא ברוך תיבות יהינו. אור חדש על ציון תאיר, אור חדש על ציון תאיר, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו, מהרה לאורו. ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות. 163. Ava Rabba Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chem Lagidol Avitera Chamata Aleinu Avinu Malkeinu Bavur Avotenu Shebarchu Vecha Avinu Malkeinu Lavati Lamdim Chugei Chaim Ken Techonenu Lamdenu Avinu Avarachaman Amrachem Rachem Aleinu Veten V'Leibenu Lehavin Ulhaskil Lishmoa V'Lemod U'Lelamed Lishmor V'Lasot ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה והאר עינינו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחל לבבינו לאהבה וירא את שמך ולא נבוש לעולם ועד ולא נבוש לעולם ועד כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך וחביינו לשלום מארבע כנפות הארץ ותוליכנו קוממיות לארצנו כי אל בוא אל ישועות אתה ובנו בחרת מכל עם ולשון קרבתנו לשמך הגדול סלע באמת להודות לך ולייחדך באהבה ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה אל מלך נאמן שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Continue silently 167 through 169. תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. הם יוצאים לכל מקום. לדור ודור קיים ושמו קיים, וכיסו נכון ומלכותו ירמתו להיות קיים, ודבריו חיים וקיימים. אמת שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו, מלכינו מלך אבותינו, גואלנו גואל אבותינו, יועצנו צור ישועתנו פנינו מצילנו מעם שמך, אין אלוהים זולתך, עזרת אבותינו אתה הוא מעולם. אמונתו הוא ראשון. Page 173. תהילות ליל עליון ברוך ומבורך, משה בני ישראל חרש שירה בשמחה רבה, ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך בעינים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל, ובטחנו ממך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל. Private Amidah, pages 175 to 192. עושה שלום במרומיו yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'meru amen. All right, friends, we're about to begin the Torah service. You'll see the camera move slightly when I do that. I'm doing an abbreviated version of the Torah service. That seems to change every week. I kind of haven't decided how much of it to do and how much not to do, because it's not a formal Torah service, right? There's no aliyot, and no one called up for these blessings. We're not doing 7 plus a maftir readings. There's just an abbreviated portion, so the introduction is abbreviated too. However, I definitely do want to say the words Vayehi bin Soah ha'aron, which are part of the actual Torah portion today. Not the part we're reading, but it does appear in this particular portion, V'ha'aloktecha, and this is having to do with the enemies being scattered when the ark was in front of them. All right, so here we go, and I'm going to invite Joan Korn to come up, and she'll be at the table as I chant this opening to the Torah service. Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai v'ein k'ma'asecha malchutecha malchut kol olamim u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai himloch le'olam va'ed Adonai hoz le'amo yitein Adonai varech et amo v'shalom Av harachamim etiv avirtzoncha et Zion Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim Ki lecha v'tavatachnu Melech el ram v'nisa Adon olamim. And here we go. Vayehi bin Soah ha'aron vayomer Moshe Kuma Adonai ve'afutzu oivecha ve'anusu misanecha mipanecha Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Udevar Adonai miYerushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato Gadol Adonai iti U'nerama Shemo Yachdav Lecha Adonai ha'gedula V'ha'gevura v'ha'tiferet V'ha'netzach v'ha'hod Ki ov hashamayim u'va'aretz Ki ov hashamayim u'va'aretz Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha V'ha'mitnaseh lechol erosh. All right, so I'm off camera, but you can hear me. The Torah portion, at least I assume you can hear me. The Torah portion is V'ha'aloktecha, Numbers chapter 8. It's on page 816 if you happen to have an Eitz Chaim Chumash. And Joan will now read.
Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber laharon, v'amarta elav, v'ha'alotecha et hanirot, el mul pnei hamenorah, ya'iru shivat hanerot, vayachas ken Aharon, el mul pnei hamenorah, ha'elah neroteha ka'asher tziva Adonai et Moshe v'zeh ma'aseh hamenorah mikshah hazahav adirecha ad pircha mikshahi kamar asher her'ah Adonai et Moshe ken asa et hamenorah.
Yasher Koach. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move this again. Just a little back and forth. I'm going to be reciting a blessing for the sick. Thinking especially today, the following people in our community, friends of our community who are ill. Scott Lawrence, Shoshana bat Shulamit Leah, Dalia bat Rezel, Hazan Shlom Natan ben Nechama, Sima Sarah bat Mariam Chana, Charles Sims, Barbara Rose, Dorothy Hoffman Carlton, Esther bat Heike, Rivka Bluma bat Chava, Tovit bat Sarah, Yehudit bat Shulamit, Zvi ben Fegela, Linda Doan, Chana bat Cyril, Moshe ben Shlomo HaKohen, Babela, Simcha Simantov, Yitzchak ben Rachel, Lou Burrow, Dvor bat Avram Basara, Abby Faber, Hannah Rivka bat Tovalea, Marion Marks, Ilana and Mike Favero, Mark Barish, Reuben ben Chana, Arlene Miller, Pastor Karen Stepko, Stephen Creel, Ilya Oak, Yechiel ben Liza. Pausing now for you to name anyone else you might be thinking of today to add to our prayers. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor Abraha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May the one who bless our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless all those who we have named and those we might have forgotten in body and soul, and may we continue to pray for their healing and be with them in whatever way we can in their time of need, and let us say, Amen. All right, so we're going to turn now to the Haftarah, which in the Chumash is on page 837 if you happen to just have a Bible at home or any access to one. It's Zechariah chapter 2, verses 14, and then it's going to jump because Joan's not going to do the entire thing. She's going to move to the end. Now, a couple of very important things about this Haftarah, and it rates, I think, a 4 out of 5 on my Haftarah ranking scale of stars or Torahs. And the beginning part parallels the Torah portion perfectly in that it talks about Zechariah's vision of the second temple of the menorah, parallel to the one described in the Torah portion. But in the end, and I'll explain this a little more later, but the menorah had eventually became a symbol of, well, strength on the one hand, militaristic on the other, and human effort at the same time, whereas the prophet wants to remind us that it's really all about God, Hashem, and that militaristic images have to be tempered with messages of peace. And so the end has the very famous line, which really became famous by Debbie Friedman's song, which is, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit. Lo v'chayil v'lo v'choach, ki im bruchi amar Adonai. Says God, and in the very end, chen chen la, beautiful, beautiful. So that's what Jonah is going to read, page 837.
Can I see one, please?
Okay.
Did we put the yod on the right side?
You did?
There's something about the reverse of it.
Oh yeah,
might
sure.
have some
I know you're
eyes.
looking at it that way.
Okay, and you didn't mention this is also read on Hanukkah, right?
Correct. Thank you for mentioning that. Exactly. I'm talking about menorah, and as you might imagine, it is indeed read on Hanukkah.
Okay, here we go.
רני ושמחי בציון, כי הנני בא, ושכנתי בתוכך נאום אדוני, ונראו גויים רבים אל אדוני ביום ההוא, והיו לי לעם, ושכנתי בתוכך, וידעת כי אדוני צבאות שלחני אלייך, ונקל אדוני את יהודה חלקו על אדמת הקודש, ובחר עוד בירושלים. אז כה בשר מפני אדוני, הנה אור ממעון קודשו. And now I'm skipping to chapter 4. וישוב המלאך הדובר בי, ויראני כאיש אשר יאור משנתו, ויאמר אלי מה אתה רואה, ואומר ראיתי והנה מנורת זהב כולה וגולה על ראשה, ושבעה נרותיה עליה, שבעה מוצקות לנרות אשר על ראשה, ושניים זיתים עליה, אחד מימין הגולה, ואחד על שמאלה. ואען ואומר אל המלאך הדובר בי לאמור, מה אלה אדוני? ויען המלאך הדובר בי ויאמר אלי, הלא ידעת מה המה אלה? ואומר לא אדוני. ויען ויאמר אלי לאמור, זה דבר אדוני אל זרובבל לאמור, לא בחיל ולא בכוח, כי אם ברוחי אמר אדוני צבאות, מהאתר הגדול לפני זרובבל מישור, והוציא את האבן הראשה תשועות, חן חן לה.
Yashikoa. Thank you so much, Joan. Sorry about those little adjustments there. Big Yasher Koach to Joan Korn for reading Torah and Haftorah today. As I conclude the Torah service part for a prayer for peace. Prayer for peace. If you have the Siddur, the prayer book, you will find it. Looking. on page 225. May it be your will before you, Adonai our God, and the God of our ancestors, to abolish wars and the spilling of blood from this world, and continue great peace and miracles in the world, so that nation will not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they study war anymore, so that they will come to recognize and know, all who dwell on earth, the singular truth, that we have not come into this world for dispute and conflict, nor for hatred, jealousy, provocation, or bloodshed. We have come to this world only to know you, to bless you eternally. Therefore you will have compassion upon us and fulfill for us that which is written in Scripture. I will bring peace to the land, and you will lie down, and there will be no terror. And I will remove evil beasts from the land, and destruction will not cross into your land. Let justice flow like water, righteousness like a mighty stream. Let the earth be filled with the knowledge of Adonai, like the waters fill the sea. And let us say, Amen. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomchecha me'ushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh yameinu kekedem. So Joan was asking, should she put the Torah away while I'm doing that? Maybe yes, maybe no. Sometimes I have, sometimes I haven't. So either way, we'll get it put back at the end. All right, so it's time for a sermon. And for the first time in as long as I can remember, I'm really not talking about current events. I'm not talking about Black Lives Matter. I'm not talking about COVID. I'm really just teaching, which is, after all, what a rabbi's title means, right? It means teacher. And I'm sure current events will warrant that we get back to them and utilizing the Torah to talk about them. But today, we're just going to be teaching, and in particular, about menorot, about the menorah. Who doesn't need a message about light in the midst of darkness at any time? But first, a little show and tell. So menorahs come in all shapes and sizes. There's a little one. It's a Golden State Warriors basketball court menorah. And I got this last year. I was in Jerusalem at this time last year, having a great time. And I'm a kind of a compulsive shopper when I'm in Jerusalem. I like contributing to the economy of Israel. And, how could I resist this incredible Golden State Warriors Chanukiah? So we got that one. They come in all shapes and sizes. My wife's favorite, perhaps, the Mahjong menorah, the Mahjong Chanukiah. One that's great for kids, the Noah's Ark menorah with the giraffe as the shamash. And my personal favorite is actually one that are some of the most historic synagogues in the United States of America. Interestingly enough, the shamash is, and I don't know how well you can see this, is the Toro Synagogue in Rhode Island, the first one. And the Frank Lloyd Wright one is on here. Temple Emmanuel in San Francisco is also on here. So my personal favorite. But if you know anything about menorot and Hanukkah, those are a particular type of menorah that you don't even technically call a menorah anymore. They are Hanukkiyot, a Hanukkiyah, the 9-branched candles, one for each of the 8 days that the oil was said to have lasted for the miracle of Hanukkah, and one to light all the others. But there are 3 different menorot, right? There is there's the 9-branched one, the Hanukkiyah, which I just described for you. There is the 7-branched menorah, which we don't have a picture of in the synagogue. We do have it in the chapel. It is on my tie, however, for today. And then there is the 6-branched menorah, which you may be able to see behind me, which is unique to this synagogue. And each of them symbolize something very different. But a few facts about the idea of the menorah in general. And these come, in particular, many of them from the Torah portion, V'ha'alotecha. So first of all, there's 7, most likely to symbolize the significant number, the 7 days of creation. It was probably the symbol par excellence in the ancient Beit HaMikdash, the temple in Jerusalem, both the first and second, and the subject of our parashah. This is not the first time it's mentioned in the Torah. It was actually mentioned in Exodus 25 as well. So a few facts about that. The pattern was shown by God to Moses at Mount Sinai. It was said to have been carved out of one piece of gold only, a very, very big piece of gold, and not fused together. The measurements of the menorah in the ancient temple, the Beit HaMikdash, the one perhaps described here, are not in the Torah, or even in the Tanakh at all, but the Talmud says that it was 3 cubits in height. And it follows in this portion, Naso, and it becomes the special offering of the Levites, right, and the priests and everybody in the Levite tribe, because they missed out last week. Last week at the end of Naso, every tribe and their leader comes and they make these incredible offerings to the temple, but the Levites don't get one. So this is theirs, and it's even bigger, and it's even brighter. As I mentioned, it is the symbol of the ancient temple, the ancient Beit HaMikdash. Chronicles, the book of Chronicles, though, describes not just 1, but 10 of these things in the first temple period in Solomon's time. Some on the north side, some on the south side. And between the first and the second temples, they say that at least one of these menorah was hidden somewhere in Jerusalem that they found and put back in the second temple, and somehow the sages knew where it was, or the prophets knew where it was, and they rededicated to it. Archaeologically speaking, is there evidence for these kinds of menorah in ancient times? Well, in the Middle Bronze period, we're talking 1500 to 1200, you have menorah, therefore they kind of predate the Torah itself, so it was a symbol in that part of the world. And they were different. They were more round. They were like, round bowl-like things, but they had the 7 candles. You do have representations of these ancient menorah throughout the land of Israel today. You have them even in Jerusalem from King Herod's time, which was about 37 before the Common Era until 4 after the Common Era. And he even put them on coins, as Ron Barrow pointed out to me today, which was controversial at the time because, are you supposed to represent them at all? But they were clearly in evidence back there, and they were also there in synagogues, at least art representation to them from the period between 200 and 500 CE, including places like in the land of Israel, like Tiberias and Caesarea, Jericho, but also Asia Minor and Rome. But that's enough of the facts. What does it mean? What do these menorot symbolize? Well, we're going to talk about all 3. What does the 9-branched one symbolize? What does the 7-branched one symbolize? And what does the 6-branched one symbolize? Well, the 9-branched, Chanukiah, it symbolizes strength, right? Because this has become the symbol of Hanukkah, of the Maccabees, who were fighting the Greeks or the Syrians or the Seleucids, who were really a bunch of Greeks in Syria. Whoever it was they were fighting, the message of the Maccabees is one of strength and one of self-worth, and one where one can fight back against oppression and for freedom in all those things. And it was such a symbol of strength that it also became a symbol of defeat, because probably the most famous depiction of a menorah stands in Rome today on the Arch of Titus, depicting the Romans carrying off the spoils of the destruction of the Second Temple when they destroyed it in the year 70 of the Common Era, which gave rise to all kinds of conspiracy theories about how the menorah from the temple was buried in the Vatican somewhere. But it really was just a symbol, and it was a way of the Romans saying, see, we have destroyed even your greatest symbol of strength. And then, by the way, that conspiracy theory also says that it could be in Constantinople, too, because of the Emperor Constantine. but more likely it was just destroyed. But this image of strength, this militaristic image, had to be mitigated by the rabbinic sages. And that, in fact, is why we have the Haftorah that we read today in Zechariah. Right? In the book of Maccabees, right, we're talking about the military strength of the Maccabean revolt. But the Haftorah that's chosen comes along to remind us that it was not by might and not by power, but by God's Spirit that we were able to succeed. The Talmud also emphasizes this miracle of the oil to emphasize the miraculous nature of Hanukkah, again, connection to God instead of to individual soldiers, mitigating the militaristic images, the strength images of the 9-branched Chanukiah, that menorah. All right, so that's the 9-branched. How about the 7th? The 7-branched menorah, which was in the ancient Beit HaMikdash. And I would argue that that is primarily a symbol of Jewish spirituality. In Bahalotecha, according to Numbers Rabbah, you will gain elevation by the act of lighting. That those who light the menorah, the Levites, or Aaron himself and his son, the priests, that the very act of lighting that menorah caused them to become spiritually elevated themselves. But you know who else gets spiritually elevated? God. Right? Of course, our light's pale in comparison to God. So Numbers Rabbah 15:5 says, Israel said to the Holy One, sovereign in the universe, do you ask us that we give light before you? The lamp shall give light in front of the candlestick. The Holy One said to them, it is not because I require your service, but in order that you may give me light, even as I have given you light, that you may rise in the estimation of nations who will say, see how Israel gave light to the one who gives light to the whole world. It's this spiritual connection between the people and God, lighting each other up, that when the world is in harmony, our lights make God light up, so to speak, and God gives us the strength, the spirit, to elevate ourselves. This accords with a saying by the great modern Orthodox Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch, who's basing it on the Talmud, Shabbat 21a, where you light the light, but if you notice, the flame, anytime you light a candle, it ascends on its own. And that is like our students. When we teach, we are lighting that light, but we're making them ascend on their own, right? We don't do the finality of it, right? They do that. God does that for us. We, in turn, pass it on to our students. So it's a symbol of spirituality. And for those who are Kabbalistic experts, the Jewish mystical tradition of Kabbalah, there's not only what I just said about the spirituality, but there's also the idea that it's a symbol of the 10 sefirot, the 10 different emanations of God, that they're 10, but they're really one. And same with the menorah lights. They're 7, but they're really one. So that is the 7 branch, right? So we've got the 9, symbol of strength. We've got the 7, symbol of spirituality. But what about the 6? 6-branch menorah? Well, there's really no such thing, except that I'm standing in front of one. I never realized that that menorah had 6 branches. I thought it had 7. And I thought maybe sort of 2 were kind of fused together or something. But one day at a bar bat mitzvah, a guest asked me the question, why does that one have 6? And I said, I don't think it does have 6. I think it has 7, but they're fused together. You must be mistaken. So I called Rabbi Harold Schulweiss, the rabbi who conceived of this menorah, and I asked him, does it have 6 or does it have 7? And he said, oh, it has 6. It deliberately has 6. And why does it have 6? Because the menorah is a symbol of the ancient temple, and now that the temple isn't standing, it means that our world is not redeemed. And not only is our world unredeemed, but it is our task to redeem it. He says, I didn't want a symbol of a redeemed world in our synagogue when there is so much pain and suffering in our world, when there is so much that we need to do to make our world a better place, which I suppose could come back to social justice and Black Lives Matter and COVID anyway, but it applies in general. And remember, well, most of you don't know this, but Rabbi Harold Schulweis was the rabbi here in Oakland in the 1960s, another terribly turbulent time in the world, and specifically in our city. And he said that it is our task to redeem it. It is we who must be the light unto the nations. And until we get there, it must have 6, not 7. So there you have it. The 9-branched Hanukkah, symbol of strength. The 7-branched menorah of the Beit HaMikdash, symbol of our spirit and spirituality and holiness and connection to God. And the 6-branched one, unique to our synagogue, the idea that we are ourselves to be the light unto the nations until such time as we are worthy of once again having the pure golden 7-branched menorah in Jerusalem, earthly Jerusalem or heavenly Jerusalem. Shabbat Shalom. All right, getting ready now for the concluding parts of the service. Thank you, Rabbi Schulweis. May your memory be a blessing. Okay, so the problem with the music stand, if I have the whole table, right, I can lay stuff and just grab. It's a little awkward me reaching over, but well worth it to have, first of all, the menorah in back of me, which is perfect for today, and also to be able to have Joan and Ron here with us in synagogue, well more than 6 feet away. I will describe. Okay, so the Musaf service begins with a private Amidah. It's on page 239. Get these ready, kids. Ose shalom bimromavu ya'ase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. All right, it's time for Ein Kelohenu. It's on page 261. The famous Ein Kelohenu candy, best part of my week last week and the week before to some extent. I got to deliver these candies to people who had been to 18 or more services, to all these kids. And I said, you're supposed to save it, or at least one of them, till this Shabbat. We'll see if anybody did. Let me know in the comments if any of you were able to save the candy until today. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mi Keloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Mi Kemoshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shiktiru, Lavotenu, Lefanecha, Ekatoret Hasamim. Page 263 of the Aleinu, Aleinu the Shabbat, Ladon HaKol, Lateku, Laleotzer Breshit, Shelo Asanu Kigoye Haratzot, Velo Samanu, Mishnachot Adama, Shelo Sam Chelkenu Kahem, Vegor Aleinu, Kechol Amonam, Vanahnu Korim, Umishtakavim, Umodim, Lifnei Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Notei Shamayim ve'Yoser Haaretz, U'Moshe v'Yikaro b'Shamayim mima'al, U'Shchinatu zo v'Godei Miromim, Hu Eloheinu Einod, Emet Malkeinu Efes Zulato, Kakatu b'Torato v'Yadata Hayom v'Hashivota El Levavecha Ki Adonai Hua Elohim B'Shamayim Mima'al Ve'Haaretz Mitachad Einod. Kakatu b'Toratecha Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz Bayom ahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. This time we lovingly recall the memories of our loved ones and friends whose yortzites we observe during the coming week, thinking especially today of Elias Elian, Lena Bernstein, Sidney Viglovsky, Celia Block, Goldie Breslav, Ed Callahan, Max Frey, Lizzie Gewurz, Florence Wolfson-Glick, Aaron Gordon, Louis Gottesman, Aryeh Heber, Charles Horwitz, Abraham Lorenz, Rose Pulse, Irving Rebeck, Stephen Ross, Leon Siegel, Helen Singerman, Celia Slavsky, Harry Sussman, Jack Wolf, Maurice Aaron Ziegler, Renee Zuckerman. Memories of all with us. We ask all those who are in mourning, observing yortzeit, or anyone who wishes to join me in the mourner's cottage to do so now. It's on page 267. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. V'Alma Divrach Yerutei v'Yamlich Malchutei. V'chayichon v'yomechon v'eirechol Beit Yisrael Bagalav v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Leolam L'Olmei Omaya Yitbarach v'Yishtavach v'Yitpa'ar v'Yitromam v'Yitnaseh v'Yitadar v'Yitaleh v'Yitalal Shmei Dekudsha Barichu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran v'Alma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimroma hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Zichronam livracha, may the memory of the people you have come to, or you are saying Kaddish for and thinking of today, may they be a blessing to you always, and let us say Amen. Mazel tov once again to Oscar Mendelson, Zoom Bar Mitzvah coming up shortly, where I will be, so I will not be able most likely to join you for the virtual Oneg Shabbat this week. Also, once again, acknowledgement that this is Pride Shabbat. Tonight, 9 o'clock p.m., Havdalah from my home, probably some James Taylor songs, just because. Tonight, after Havdalah. Monday and Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Minyan with John Golding. And I will be here as well. And I think that's it for now. There's no holiday Shavuot, there's no auction, there's no annual meeting. Things may get a teeny bit less busy, but so much to do around here. All right, Adon Olam, page 269. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa v'chefsecho zamelech shemo nikra ve'acharei kiklot hakol livado yimloch nara v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu echad ve'en sheni l'am shilo l'chachbira b'li reshit b'li tachlit loz v'ham yisra v'hu eli v'chai gorli v'tzochev li b'etzara v'hu nisi umanos li menakosi v'yom ekra Be'ato af kiruchi ve'eti shan ve'ya'ira ve'imruchi kevi'ati Adonai li ve'lo ira Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra ve'nasa b'chefsecho azay melech shemo nikra. Shabbat shalom.